Today's game, the Riverview Rams versus the Sarasota Sailors, is being brought to you by Albertsons Supermarket, Play It Again Sports, Classic Paint and Wallpaper, Stinette's Pontiac, and your local Subway shop.
Hello again, everybody. Welcome to our high school football doubleheader here on Comcast. This is the Sarasota Riverview game. Riverview kicking off to start the action, and the ball will be taken at the 5-yard line by McKay. McKay is upended at about the 15-yard line, making the tackle for the Riverview Rams, Chris Parsons. He knifed in and just brought him down at, well, they'll mark at the 20-yard line. It will be 1st and 10 there for the Riverview Rams. Undefeated on the season are the Rams. They are 9-0, 1-0 in the district. And we'll talk about the district matchup being as important as it is in just a moment. Right now, Riverview make that Sarasota comes out. Chad Wandall is the quarterback, and he has one setback. 2 wide receivers on the near side, 1 on the far side. And Wandall hands off. Herb Haygood gets the call. He'll get 8 off the left side. He's brought down once again by Chris Parsons and by Miguel Romano. And take a look at this replay and watch how this play develops for the Sailors. Some good blocking up front. And like we said, an 8-yard gain. This game has it all as far as the district goes. If Riverview wins it, they win the district championship, advance to the playoffs next week. If Sarasota wins, well, we've got a 3-way tie for the district championship between Riverview, Sarasota, and the Manatee High Hurricanes, who lost a couple of weeks ago to Riverview but beat Sarasota. A 3-way tie would mean a playoff on Monday afternoon. Encroachment is the penalty against Riverview, and the Sarasota Sailors will get a first down. Standing room only crowd here at Eyrig Field, the home of the Sarasota Sailors. And the folks are still coming in. It's a big game. Sarasota comes into the game 3-6, and as we mentioned, 1 district loss to the Hurricanes. Haygood up the middle, maybe got a yard. The ball was spotted at the 34. Initial contact for the Rams from James Jenkins. There's a look at the Sailor cheerleaders. I'd like to mention our sponsors for tonight's game: Classic Paints and Wallpaper, Stinette Pontiac, Albertsons and the Landing Shopping Center, Play It Again Sports at Sarasota Crossings at I-75 at Fruitville Road, and your Sarasota Subway sandwich shops. Second down, call it 8 for the Sailors. Wandall, the quarterback.
Here comes the backer.
Has pressure, gets it off, incomplete. Intended on the far side by Paul Spire. Trying to get the mouth working tonight, folks. Mundry Long makes the coverage for Riverview. High school football doubleheader this Saturday, as you are watching. Following this broadcast, we will have for you the Cardinal Mooney Booker game. And that's how we end every season, with the Big City Championship and the Small School City Championship. Spire goes far to the right side as a wide receiver. In the slot on the far side, it's Frank McKay. On the near side for the Sailors, it's Chris Babinski. Handoff, fake up the middle rather, and the pass to Spire is incomplete. Coverage from the Rams from Jamie Jones. And everybody's looking for a penalty flag on the Sarasota side. There's no call. Take a look at the replay. The fake up the middle, and then the pass. And I'll tell you, it's close. Here's the punt. And Derek Timmons watches it go out of bounds at about the 27-yard line. So the Rams will take over. For Sarasota, 1 first down and then 3 downs and out. We will see what the Riverview Rams will do now against the Sarasota Sailors. Quarterback for the Rams is senior Greg Hill, a 6-foot, 155-pounder. Derek Timmons goes wide to the far side. The Rams in their wishbone formation. Fullback is Carlton Boyce. We have a flag right away. We shall see what the officials do with this one. Dead ball foul. Illegal procedure, Riverview. So the Rams, instead of 1st and 10 at their 26, face 1st and 15 at their 21. Timmons will split out to the left side again. In the backfield, Danny Myrick. We mentioned Boyce and China Smith. Hill gives to Boyce, and Boyce spins and twists his way 5 yards forward to the 26-yard line. And the tackle for the Sailors by Romero Lerma, a 5'10", 280-pound junior for the Sailors. Sailors are in their all-orange uniforms tonight. The Rams in their white jerseys and maroon pants. Timmons again goes wide to the far side. Boyce, Smith, and Myrick in the backfield behind Hill. Hill gives it to Boyce again. He dives forward to the 31-yard line, and we've got a flag. We shall see that by the amount of time that it took for the play to develop and the flag to come down, we may have a face mask call. Personal foul, face mask, Sarasota. Take a look at the replay now. There's the handoff to Boyce. Let's see if we can see where that, yeah, there it is. He reached right up into the face mask, and that'll cost you 15. The ball is now in Sarasota territory at the 49-yard line. 9:04 to go in the first quarter. There is no score. Riverview on their first possession after Sarasota has punted. Boyce again with the carry. Down to the... Yeah, I'll tell you what, folks, I got faked out on the yard line. It was at the 46. It is now crossed midfield. The tackle for Sarasota, Tom Batty. Sailors have a big S marked on the 45-yard line. However, midfield is marked with 2 orange stripes and a white one. We got that figured out. Boyce again on the call, dives forward for about 2 on 2nd down. And the tackle for the Sailors came from Gerald Perry. 3rd down and 4. Ball is spotted at the 48-yard line in Sarasota territory. The Rams send Quincy Alexander wide to the far side. Handoff to Boyce again, and he dives forward for another 1st down. Boyce just keeps running the football. He's carried it every play for Riverview so far. Here's a look at it again, and watch the hole he gets. There's a gap in the Sarasota defense, and he just dives across the 45 to the 43 for a 1st down.
Counter right now.
This time Danny Myrick gets the call. He bursts forward for a 5-yard gain across the 40 to the 38-yard line. 24. Maurice Donnelly makes the tackle for Sarasota. Here's a look at it again. Now watch this, the give to Myrick. He hits the same hole that Boyce has been hitting and gets some good yardage. 2nd down and 5 for Sarasota. Riverview. For the Rams, ranked number 2 in the state in Class 6A, Willie Brown wide to the left side. Handoff up the middle again. And a gain of about 3 on the play. And once again, the man getting the call is Carlton Boyce. Boyce is only 5'7", but folks, got to tell you, the young man weighs 238 pounds. 3rd and 3 with the ball at the 35-yard line. Greg Hill brings the Rams up to the line. Fakes to Boyce, takes it himself around the left side. Lots of running room, and there goes Greg Hill. A 35-yard touchdown run.
Michael.
Greg Hill takes it in from 35 yards out. Great fake inside. Watch the fake on the replay now. Watch the fake to Boyce, and everybody's going to go for it because he's carried the ball so much. And Hill is all by himself. Outruns the Sarasota defense, and at that point, he's gone. A 35-yard touchdown run with 6:24 to go in the first quarter. Todd Fulton to try the point. We have a timeout by Riverview. The Rams call a timeout on the point after attempt. There's a look at the scoreboard. And the Sailor Band tonight is in the end zone on the south side of Eyrig Field. The Riverview Band is on the end zone to our left or the north side. There's the Sailor Band. Normally they are right to the left of our broadcast location. At the other end of the field in the north end zone is the Kilty Band of Riverview. Both bands, by the way, received superior ratings in the marching band competition at Manatee County last week, or actually 2 weeks ago. Fulton to try the point. Sean Markham, the backup quarterback, holds. The kick is good, and Riverview's taking a 7-0 lead. We'll be back right after this. Riverview Rams to kick off after a 35-yard touchdown run from quarterback Greg Hill. Todd Fulton puts his foot into it. McKay will take the ball at the 5-yard line. Comes up the middle with some room. All the way down to the 28-yard line. A good kickoff return for the Sarasota Sailors. Travis Mullett makes the stop for the Riverview Rams. And here's a look at the kickoff return again. Frank McKay wears number 22 for Sarasota. He's a 5'7", 155-pound sophomore. He's shown flashes of speed this year for Sarasota. In fact, he's in the slot now. Spires on the near side as a wide receiver. And Chad Wandahl is the quarterback. Hands off, and Herb Haygood gets the call. Brought down by Bubba Hubbard, and it'll be enough for a first down. Brings the ball all the way out to the 32. Check that, the 42. A 14-yard gain, and watch this run. Watch the containment by the Sarasota offensive line. Came in and kicked down on the linebacker, kept him out of the play, and it got him some good yardage. Ball is at the 41, 1st and 10. 1st and 10 for the Sarasota Sailors. Spires now wide to the right side. In the slot, same side as McKay. Wandahl gets a snap, looks to Haygood, gives him the ball again over the 45 to the 46-yard line. Making the stop for the Rams, it was Mondrian Long and Chuck Dockery. 5:15 to go in the first quarter. It's 7-0 Riverview, but the Sailors have the ball, and Sarasota's moving on their second possession of the night. To the near side for Sarasota's Josh Allison. Wandahl gives to Haygood. Haygood's got some room to make up, and he couldn't turn the corner. Good defensive effort for Darrell Brookins of the Rams. The 6'1", 11th grader just came up, kept Haygood from turning the corner. No gain, 3rd and 5. Big crowd on hand. Probably better than 12,000 tonight. Reminds you of the good old days when they used to play this one on Thanksgiving morning. Miss those, folks. Nothing like a Thanksgiving morning football game. However, we'll take it when they play it, especially this one. Wandahl throws for Spire, complete at the 38-yard line in Riverview territory. A great diving catch by young number 40, the 5'9", 155-pound senior. Take a look at it again and watch this effort by Spire to catch the ball. It's delivered a little low, but he's right there. And he has Jamie Jones at a disadvantage. Jones would have to have gone over his back to make the play. 1st and 10 for Sarasota. There's a look at Wandahl setting the offense. Now he sets him down. Allison wide to the right side. I formation in the backfield, and the give this time once again is Herb Haygood. Haygood's probably got 5, where they've got it spotted at the 37-yard line. For Riverview, Miguel Romano and James Jenkins will get credit for the tackle. As you watch the replay, Haygood just keeps driving forward. And Romano, a 5'11" senior, weighs 220 pounds. He's a big linebacker. Look at that run. Yes, sir. What an effort by Frank McKay down to the 30-yard line and a first down. Bubba Hubbard really did a number to bring him down. 1st and 10, Sarasota. They are moving the football on this drive. 3 minutes, 4 seconds to go in the first quarter. Riverview leads 7-0, but Sarasota has got the ball on the move. I formation in the backfield. Wandal hands off to Haygood, and Haygood's trapped in the backfield, gets back to the line of scrimmage. The Riverview Rams had that one snuffed out real quick. For the Rams, it was Nick Gallucci. Gallucci just came up, nailed him in the backfield, and the Sailors did well to get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd down and 10 at the Riverview 30-yard line. Babinski wide to the right side. Spire on the near side. I formation. Fake to Haygood. Throw is incomplete. And a couple of Sailors were in the territory, one of whom was Doug Rissler, who wasn't looking for it, and the other was Nate Gates, who should have been. 3rd down and 10 for Sarasota. Before the ball game, Jason Baruch was doing some warm-up kicking, and coaches were telling him, "Don't worry, son, we won't let you kick it any further than you can. We won't put you in an impossible situation to kick field goals." And the Sailors call timeout as they break the huddle. 2:10 to go in the first quarter. Riverview leads Sarasota 7-0. Don't forget, after this game, we have for you Cardinal Mooney and Booker. It's a good ball game. Fun one to watch. Booker came into that ball game undefeated. Riverview comes into this one undefeated. 9-0, number 2 in the state, ranked in the top 10 nationally, ranked in the top 5 in the Southeast. Riverview has had a great season so far. They have defeated Manatee, they've defeated Southeast, they've defeated Barron Collier. All 3 teams were ranked when they played Riverview. Something else to remember, coming into the Sarasota Riverview game, only twice in recent history has either one of the teams been undefeated coming in. And of note, in each case, the team that was undefeated lost the game. That'll tell you about this rivalry. It's blood and guts and bragging rights. 3rd and 10 for the Sailors. Wandal sets them. Long count, and they jump, but they didn't go far enough. Going downfield. Allison complete to the 3-yard line. Josh Allison gathers it in front of Ernest Arnold. Take a look at this stumbling catch. What a great play by Josh Allison. Wandal fades and under pressure throws the football. Allison twisting and turning down to the 2. Clock rolls with 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Sarasota is knocking on the door. 7-0 Riverview. The Sailors would like to tie it up here. Tight end is Doug Rissler. He's on the left side. Spire on the right side. Power I in the backfield for Sarasota. Give. Touchdown for Herb Haygood. Herb Haygood drags it in, and the Sarasota Sailors are within a point. From the power I, the tailback is Herb Haygood, gets some blocking in front of him and follows Jesse Stanley into the end zone for the touchdown. Now we will watch as Jason Baruch will have the ball set down for him at the 10-yard line. The man who made the catch to set up the touchdown, Josh Allison, will do the holding. Ball is down. The kick is good, and it's a 7-7 ball game with 1:42 to go. First quarter. We'll be back. The Riverview Rams and the Sarasota Sailors are all tied up, 7-7. And the big play was a pass reception by Josh Allison down to the 2. And after that, Herb Haygood carried the mail into the end zone. And now Sarasota will kick it off. Jason Baruch, who hit the tying point after, will do the kicking. Back deep for Riverview is Derek Timmons. And that's who they kick it to. Timmons will take it at the 7. Turns to the left side, gets hit, turns it up. Can they wrap him up? They do. Reggie McKenzie comes in and drops Derek Timmons. And the Riverview Rams will be deep in their own territory to start this drive with 1:35 in the first quarter. Both teams are fired up, but right now Sarasota seems to be on fire. Riverview will send Timmons wide to the near side. In the backfield, it's Myrick, Boyce, and Smith. Quarterback Greg Hill, who has the touchdown. Hands off and doing the running there. Disco Mills. Disco Mills just ran out of steam at the 40-yard line. 2 flags back at the 30-yard line. Disco Mills. What a run. From the 9-yard line, but I think it's coming back. Now watch Disco Mills here. And they can't bring down Disco Mills. Clipping against Riverview is the call, and it'll negate a gorgeous run. And here's a look at the penalty on the replay. Now watch. Here's the runner right on the right side of your screen. Derek Timmons, number 13, comes in and squarely hits the Sarasota Sailor in the back. Now watch how hard it is for Nate Gates to bring him down. And right there might have been a face mask penalty, but it wasn't called. There's John Sprague, and he's unhappy. The coach in the jacket. The penalty brings it all the way back to the 18-yard line. They will be shy of the first down on that call. It was 1st and 2 because the penalty was 15 yards from the spot of the foul. So they still got 8 yards on the play. What they could have had was 52. First down is the call by the official. The ball at the 19-yard line. Riverview. Disco Mills is still in the game. China Smith is in there along with Danny Myrick. And the give, it's on the ground. Sarasota got it. Sarasota recovers the fumble. The ball was intended for China Smith. He never really got it. Watch the replay here. The fake is to Mills. Nope. Mills never really got the football. There it is loose. And the Sailors fall on it. I didn't get the number of the player who did, though. Gerald Perry. Gerald Perry made the fumble recovery for the Sailors. They have the ball 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. Wandal sets down the Sailors. Will they try a quick strike into the end zone to capitalize? Herb Haygood, he's wrapped up and brought down by Gino Tutera. And there is, I think, no time left in the first quarter. Looking at the clock, it shows 0-0. We have reached the end of the first quarter with the score, Sarasota 7, Riverview 7. The Sarasota Sailors, following a fumble recovery, a 2nd down and 8 with the ball at the 18-yard line in Riverview territory. Sailors looking to capitalize here. Chris Babinski comes wide to the near side. I formation for Sarasota. McKay is the up back. Haygood is the tailback. Give is to McKay. He tries up the middle, and he's wrapped up by Chuck Dockery and by Gino Tutera. But not before a gain of 3. It'll be 3rd down and 5. The Sailors could take the lead on this series, and if they do, they'll be ahead of the number 2 ranked team in the state. Into the game for the Sailors, Josh Allison. Allison splits out to the right, to the far side, Paul Spire. Pro set in the backfield. And Wandal gets a snap, gives to Haygood. Haygood dives forward to about the 5-yard line. Make that the 10-yard line. It'll be close to a 1st down. It will be very close to a 1st down. Watch here as Haygood gets a nifty little block there from McKay, and just nice shy of the 1st down. And the Sailors will try a field goal. Jason Baruch will try a 27-yard attempt. Here's the snap, the kick is no good. And the Sailors come away empty. 7-7 is where it remains. Riverview will get the ball at the 20-yard line. So the Rams dodge a bullet here. We will see how they answer. You could tell the kick was in trouble because they were kicking right into the end zone where the Sailor band is, and nobody reacted. Handoff and lots of running room, and look out! There goes Carlton Boyce down to the 40-yard line. A 20-yard gain. Gerald Curry makes the tackle for Sarasota, and look at Boyce. That was Chris Tennant on the tackle as well. 1st and 10 for Riverview at the 45-yard line, a 25-yard gain. Greg Hill sets the agenda, gives to Boyce, and Boyce is stopped at the line that time. No big gain. Maybe a yard, 2nd and 9 for Riverview. This is the biggest event in a lot of people's year, this Sarasota Riverview game. And the Rams right now are marching downfield again. Hill is going to take it himself, and whoa, is he upended. The tackle by Maurice Donnelly, and there's a flag on the play in the backfield. Well away from where the ball was. We shall see holding against Riverview, and that'll set the Sarasota fans up. It would be about 3rd and 6 if the play's taken, but I think Sarasota is going to take the penalty. Goes back to the 35-yard line. It will be 2nd down and 20. Rams just keep making these little nagging mistakes. Myrick, Smith, and Boyce in the backfield. Hill looking to throw downfield. Passes incomplete. Broken up nicely downfield. You get a look there at Maurice Donnelly. Donnelly almost took off. Watch the replay here. Donnelly has a chance to pick this ball off and head into the end zone. This is one of those really dangerous passes. Throwing off his back foot. Donnelly goes up. Would have had the ball were it not for Jimmy Fisher for Riverview. Handoff. Myrick isn't going to get much. He'll get out to the 40-yard line, a gain of 5, but it'll be 4th and 15. And the Rams send in the punt unit. Spire and Haygood back deep for Sarasota. Rams held the ball just about a minute and a half of playing time. Fulton the kick. He will stand back at the 25-yard line to accept the snap. Back at about the 25-yard line in Sarasota territory, waiting for the kick are Haygood and Spire. Now we have a delay of game penalty, I think, against Riverview. Or is Sarasota may have lined up offside. Well, let's see. It will not be enough for a first down. It's only 4th and 10 now. See, if you just see that stick that you see on your screen, it looks close. Problem is, there's another one 10 yards downfield. Fulton kicks a boomer. My, Haygood takes it over his shoulder at the 10. Looks for some blocking, tries the left side, gets some room to the 20, reverses his field, now goes up to the 28-yard line. An 18-yard return with stops and starts and spins and yardage. Take a look at this return. Great catch, and now he turns it upfield. On the replay, you can see the effort that he put into it. He made a few guys miss him, and coming back to make the tackle was Fisher. Fisher had passed him up once, then came back to make the tackle. 8:13 to go in the first half. The officials call timeout. They need to get something straightened out. They're waiting for the sticks to get put down. Sailors will have the ball at the 29-yard line. Everybody in town is here, I think. I formation for Sarasota. McKay's in the backfield. And we've got some flags. Can't ever get anything started on time, it seems like. Encroachment, Riverview. Riverview will give up 5. Again, it's those little mistakes that are holding Riverview back tonight. Josh Allison comes to the near side. And the handoff to Haygood. Look at him go to the 45. Haygood with a 11-yard gain gives the Sailors a first down. Darrell Brookins gets credit for a tackle, but watch this run by Haygood. First and 10, Sarasota. Call it the 46-yard line. Still in their own territory. Spire to the far side. To the near side. It's Babinski. Wandal looks over the Ram defense. Long count. Now he gives to Haygood, and Haygood dives forward maybe for a yard. He was wrapped up by Gino Tutera. Tutera, who's a senior, 6 foot, 190 pounds. He's got the perfect size for a linebacker. As you look at some of the folks here at Irick Field, that's the Sarasota side. You can tell because the press box is on that side. Great facilities here at Sarasota. Good facilities over at the Ram Bowl, too. Not too bad in Venice or at Booker. And we have a whistle on the field. Gain of a yard on the previous play. It is 2nd and 9 for Sarasota. They're still at their, well, I'll call it the 47-yard line. Two deep defense on the part of Riverview, and it looks like Sarasota's going to throw into it. Pass is complete, and Doug Rissler has the ball, and another Sailor first down at about the 42-yard line in Riverview territory. Take a look at this play. On the replay, Rissler gets the reception, puts a move there, and then just bulldogs his way forward. 1st and 10, Sarasota. 6:24 to go in the first half. Josh Allison comes out with the play, Babinski. And here the Sailors face 1st and 10. And Chad Wandall saw something he didn't like, and he called a timeout. 6:03 to go in the second quarter. It's Riverview 7, Sarasota 7. We'll be back. Sarasota on 1st and 10. Hand off to Herb Haygood. Haygood, left side, running room. He's gone. Herb Haygood on a 42-yard touchdown run. And there's a penalty flag in the end zone. Now let's see what that call is. Herb Haygood with a 42-yard touchdown run. Here's the replay. Let's see what the penalty is first. Touchdown counts. Dead ball foul. Unsportsmanlike conduct, Sarasota. Let's take a look at the replay, and we shall see what the penalty flag is about. Haygood makes a great move there. Then he goes right into the end zone, and there's nobody near him. I think maybe what they may have called this, they may have thrown the flag for celebrating before he went into the end zone. Before he went in the end zone, that may have been when they threw the flag. And the kick is good. They marked off the penalty on the point after. So instead of a kick from the 10-yard line, it was from the 25. Add 10 for the end zone, a 35-yard point after. And Sarasota has taken a 14-7 lead. I'm sure behind me, you could have heard the coaches who were very upset with the call. The coaches who are to our right are very upset with the call, and the fans on the near side are upset with the scoreboard because the scoreboard gave the 7 points to Riverview. Now the scoreboard's straight, the penalty's over, we're going to play football again. 41-yard run by Herb Haygood. That's what really counts, folks. 14-7, Sarasota over Riverview. And we're back to action, I think. This has been a bit of a confusing couple minutes up here in the booth anyway. And take a look at Tony Ostro out there for Sarasota. He's trying to get the fans on the near side up on their feet, trying to get them going here on the kickoff. And there it is. And into and through the end zone. And Jason Baruch has his hands high in the air in celebration of his kickoff through the end zone. Riverview will get the ball at the 20-yard line. Folks, I'll tell you, there is occasionally a disadvantage to having instant replay in the booth. Everybody wants to come over and watch it and comment on it, usually very loudly. Riverview has the ball. 1st and 10 at the 20. Handoff inside for the Rams, and very little running room. Maybe they got a yard. Looked like it was Disco Mills who got stopped for a yard. Now the fans down toward the Sailor end zone where the band is. They're kicking up a fuss. Handoff inside and nowhere to go. Tell you right there, Carlton Boyce got stuffed. But not before he got 3 yards. Take a look here. Boom. 3rd down and about 5 for Riverview. 3rd down and about 5. As Greg Hill brings the Rams out. Rolls left. Pass is complete to Timmons, and Timmons is brought down, drops the football, but it was after the play. And who came up with it? Who came up with the tackle for Sarasota? It was Nate Gates. And he rolls on the replay. Ball is complete to the 35, 1st and 10 for Riverview. First and 10 for Riverview, and handoff is to the first man through, and he got maybe a couple. Once again, Disco Mills on the carry. Gain of about 3. Chris Brown wears number 77 for Riverview. He is 6'4" and weighs 362 pounds. A note to our producer and director, guys, I want to stand next to him before the next broadcast. I need somebody who makes me look small. Gain of 4 on the play. It'll be 2nd down, and they'll call it a gain of 3, 2nd down and 7. And there's a timeout on the field. It looks like that Jimmy Fisher is having either an equipment problem or something. They are attending to him. It might be a shoulder injury. He's got that big neck brace on his back. That's why his jersey fits quite the way it does. And he's holding his right arm rather strangely as he walks off. Charles Mills goes wide to the right side. The wishbone in the backfield for Riverview. In the backfield, Disco Mills, China Smith, and Danny Myrick. Quarterback pitches back to China Smith. Smith tries the right side, gets some running room out near the 50-yard line before he's rocked out of bounds and a late hit. And now there's some extracurricular activity on the sidelines. Tell you what, you don't need to start anything right on another team's bench. Take a look at the replay. There's the pitch to Smith, and Smith is hit there, out of bounds. There's another hit, and I'll tell you, I think Reggie McKenzie's hit might have been about 2 yards late. The flag was dropped on the sidelines, and the officials are going to mark some off. Let's see where they'll spot the ball. They're going to mark it off from the 50 and go down 15 yards. That will put the ball at the 35. Riverview gets good field position out of this. Personal foul against Sarasota. First down, Riverview. 3:41 to go in the half. So Riverview now has a chance. They're within striking distance. They trail 14-7. The Rams break out of the huddle with Timmons coming wide to the near side. In the backfield, Disco Mills, China Smith, and Danny Myrick give us to Disco Mills. Powers his way forward across the 30 to the 27-yard line, close to a first down. He got about 8 yards on that carry, and there's a flag on the play. Let's see what the flag is all about. There's Disco going.
That's terrible.
And we will see what the officials do with this one. I think they're going to go 15 yards on a late hit.
That's terrible.
And the officials are talking. There's the officials moving. Let's see what the replay shows. You can see there Disco Mills is going. He's down. And I think what they might have called was the fact that he hit him with a helmet. Might have called it with the fact that he hit him with a helmet. Ball is at the 13. And the handoff once again is to Mills, and another flag. This one's at the 9-yard line, and that one's probably going to be holding against Riverview. Judging by where the flag came from in Sarasota, is calling makes it look like it's against Riverview. Holding Riverview. They had 1st and 10 at the 13 after all of that. Ball is marked back out the 20-yard line. Penalty marked from the spot of the foul. Puts the ball at the 20. It'll be 1st and 17.
That means he held him on the 10-yard line and he didn't get that far.
And the Riverview Rams face 1st and 17 with 3:26 to go. Still in striking distance against Sarasota. They are in Sarasota territory.
There's the key.
And look at that run by Greg Hill. Is he out of bounds or is he in? He's out of bounds. Did not make it into the end zone. There are so many people standing by the fence over there, we can't see it. Here's the replay, and watch Hill put it into the belly of Disco Mills and pull it back out. Follow his blocking. And Greg Hill is putting on a good bit of speed. And right there, he tries to put the ball in the end zone but falls short. 1st and goal. Give touchdown Riverview. Disco Mills, a 1-yard dive. Nobody hit him until he was a yard into the end zone. Take a look at it again on the replay. Watch Hill set, then just give the ball to Disco Mills. He's in. Great line surge by Riverview. The offensive line just really nailed it. Now you get a look at Riverview's try for the tying point. Todd Fulton is the kicker. And a fake. Look at that. Quincy Alexander didn't make it. Quincy Alexander didn't make the try for 2. Question is, was that a designed fake? And there's a player down. Let's take a look at the replay. Let's see if we can figure out if this was a designed fake. The snap was good. I think it was designed to be a fake. Yeah, because Fulton never made it through as if he were kicking the ball. Quincy Alexander goes for the end zone, the corner post, but he didn't make it. In the meantime, there's a player down. We will see if we can find out who it is. There are lots of people around him. We'll let you know how it comes out when we come back. It's Sarasota 14, Riverview 13 with 3:07 to go in the first half.
No, but they're talking to him.
Riverview ready to kick off after a failed 2-point conversion. They trail 14-13. There you see the game situation. The scoreboard here at Eyrig Field. Big game between Riverview and Sarasota. Riverview wins their district championship. If Sarasota wins, it's a 3-way tie and a playoff on Monday. Haygood lets the ball go through. He and Frank Mills fight over it. Who got the football at the 21-yard line? I think Riverview did. Who came up with the ball? Was it Ernest Arnold? May have been Ernest Arnold. Let's take a look at it again and watch Herb Haygood. It goes through his arms. Frank McKay tries to get it. They fight over it. And there it was, Ernest Arnold. He made the recovery. Ball's at the 21-yard line. Riverview's got the ball with 2:49 to go in the first half. Greg Hill gives to Carlton Boyce. And Boyce just keeps driving. Gets across the 15. And they'll spot it just inside the 15. Second down and 4 for the Rams. Derek Timmons wide to the near side. Handoff inside. Once again, Carlton Boyce. And he's gotten down to about the 11. He'll be close to a first down. Sarasota is getting some good linebacker play from Gerald Perry, who gets credit for that tackle. 3rd and a yard for Riverview. Look out for Greg Hill to do a fake and a bootleg. He's done it before in situations. This time he gives it to Carlton Boyce, and Boyce just keeps rolling. It's like the Sarasota defense has gone home. There's a flag on the play back at the 16-yard line, though. And the ball is spotted at the 9-yard line, but the officials are talking. And what do we have? Encroachment, Riverview. Riverview will have the ball. 3rd down again. Sarasota, I am sure, will take the penalty because Riverview would have gotten the first down. 1:51 to go.
You know what? He was in back of the line of scrimmage and the ball was...
Now what's going on?
That's why.
Now they're talking to the Riverview captain. There's a flag on the far side, so I guess we may have offsetting penalties here. They're going to call it against Sarasota. Apparently the official pointed the wrong way originally. That's been known to happen. Ball is at the 7. 1st and 10 there for Riverview. Clock is rolling. 1:45 to go in the half. Hill at quarterback. Sets Fisher. And a dive across the 5-yard line. Down to the 4. Before Riverview scores here, let me remind you of something that's coming up next weekend here on Storer Channel 4, the Easter Steel Society auction. And that will be Friday and Saturday from 5 to 11 on Channel 4. You can bid on all those wonderful things to help Easter seals in Sarasota County on Comcast Channel 4. It's taken me all season to do it, folks. Timeout, Riverview, as Greg Hill comes to the line. Did I really say that, Bill Watrous? I did, didn't I? Bill Watrous, who's been around broadcasting in Sarasota County for as long as I can remember, is sitting to my left, and he just wrote me a little note. Yeah, we'll catch it on the replay when we watch it on Saturday morning. Don't forget, after this game, we have Cardinal Mooney and Booker, and that'll be it for the regular season. Hard to believe, isn't it, that we have just run through another high school football season? Class 6A, District 8, that's what this game is all about. If Riverview wins, they win the district. If Sarasota wins, we have a 3-way tie for the district championship involving Sarasota, Riverview, and Manatee. As you are watching this broadcast, as if that occurs, the principals of the 3 schools get together, choose a site, and there's a 3-way Kansas tiebreaker played on Monday afternoon or Monday evening. The winner there is the district championship. The runner-up also gets into the playoffs. Handoff inside for Riverview, down to the 2-yard line on 2nd and goal. And I think it was Carlton Boyce again. We're inside a minute to go. 45 seconds. Greg Hill sets the Rams. Keeps it. Pitches back to Myrick. Myrick is down at the 2. Myrick is down at the 2, and the clock continues to roll with 31 seconds. Who made the hit for Sarasota? It was Jeff Hill. 30 seconds timeout is called. There's the good run and good defense by Sarasota. Timeout called with 30.7 seconds left in the half, and 4th down. Does Riverview go for the field goal? They have a bit of an angle problem here. The ball is on the near side hash mark. It'll be a tough angle for the kicker because you're looking at a 20-yard field goal from the near side hash mark. 4th down, do you go for it? Or do you go for the field goal? Woo. We will see if the coaches for Riverview make a 3-point decision or a 7-point decision. Rams are going to go for it. Hill has a pro set in the backfield. Now make that an I formation now. Boyce and Smith. Hill's going to take it behind 2 big guys. Does he get in? Yes. Hill bounced off the Sarasota Sailor and into the end zone. Wes Huffman tried to make the tackle, couldn't come up with it. Watch here as Hill follows both China Smith and Captain Boyce. There's a lot of beef in front of him right there. They cleared one guy out. Wes Huffman tried to make the tackle, but it was actually too late because Hill was already in the end zone. Makes it 19-14 Riverview with 25.5 seconds left in the first half. Riverview is going to try the 2-point conversion again, this time to try to bring it to 21. Hill to throw, pass is complete to Myrick. That makes it 21-14, Riverview in front of Sarasota at the, well, they used to call it the Turkey Bowl. Not anymore, it's just the big city rivalry. Take a look. Watch him roll right again, big blocking in front, and Myrick has nobody around him. Myrick had all day to catch that pass. So Greg Hill converts the 2-pointer. 21-14, and Sarasota will have 25.4 seconds to do something with the football. And it may simply be one play and head to the locker room. See what Coach Eddie Howell is doing. Well, Riverview had a choice on 4th and goal from the 2. Try the field goal and take a short lead or go for the touchdown. They tried for the touchdown and succeeded. Todd Fulton to try the kick. A high, short kick. Taken by Rissler. He's at the 30 to the 33-yard line. And Sarasota will have the ball with 19.6 seconds. Time for 1, maybe 2 plays. And you may look downfield long on both of them. The coaches for Sarasota have left the booth to our right, so they are down on the sideline. So they're not going to be able to see much of anything. So we'll see what the Sailors do with the final 19 seconds. They called the timeout. I believe that when you see this situation, the Sailors are going to be going for it. If they're going to run out the clock, why call a timeout to do it? 21-14. Riverview in front. What a big game this is. There's more on the line this year than in past years, simply because Riverview is in the driver's seat in the district. In past years, Manatee has been in the driver's seat by the time this game has come around. And last year, for instance, the game was for 2nd place in the district. This year, for Riverview, it's for all the marbles. Josh Allison wide to the left side. Paul Spire to the near side. McKay in the slot. And Wandal sends 4 guys downfield. Throws short for about a 7-yard gain to McKay at the 39-yard line. Clock is still rolling with 9 seconds. 7, 6. I don't know if they'll get the play off. They need to snap it now. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, they got the snap off. There's the pass. It's batted down. That's the end of the first half. The score is Riverview 21, Sarasota 14. We got a dandy. And both bands coming up for your halftime pleasure. Stay with us here on Comcast Channel 4. Well, 20 21-14 is the score. Boy, what a halftime show, huh? The Sailor Band and McKilty Band. Whew. Lots of great music at halftime. Hope you enjoyed that. Boy. Well, it's time for football again. How about that? We've had some of that in the first half, too. Lots of good football. Sarasota trails Riverview 21-14. Sarasota will kick off to start the second half. Back date for Sarasota, rather for Riverview, is Derek Timmons. And there is the kick by Jason Baruch. It's a high end-over-end kick. Timmons takes at the 14-yard line and gets some room, and there's a flag as Timmons gets out to the 30-yard line. And China Smith is shaking his head. He's a little slow getting up at the 22-yard line. And we will see what the flag is all about, but China, I think, got his bell rung. What are the officials doing as far as a penalty? They're marching off a bunch. Well, they started to march off a bunch, then they stopped. I think what they want to do is mark it, but China Smith is in the way. What a group. Now they're moving some. And the ball is going to be spotted at the 13-yard line. Clipping against Riverview. Even the officials are having trouble with Sarasota and Riverview tonight. It's tough. Anyway, here come the Rams 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line. Quarterback is Greg Hill. And the give is to the first man through, who happens to be Carlton Boyce. Check that. It was not Carlton Boyce, it was Disco Mills. And Mills gets to the 15-yard line for a gain of about 3. It'll be 2nd down and 7. We will see what the Rams do on 2nd down. To the far side for Riverview goes Charles Mills. And the handoff is to Disco Mills. No, check that. Quarterback Greg Hill kept it himself, went across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Sarasota got to the ball a little bit late, but just enough to stop it from the first down. Making the tackle for Sarasota was Tom Batty. 3rd down and less than a yard for Riverview. The Sailors are in a 2-deep cover defense. Power I formation for Riverview. Handoff, first man through, and Disco Mills spins and turns it upfield to about the 30-yard line. It'll be enough for a first down and a bunch more. Take a look at what happens to Disco Mills here. He stopped for no gain. He gets the handoff, bounces off like a rubber ball off a wall at a racquetball court, spins and turns, and 1st and 10. Up the middle it goes, and maybe a yard for Riverview. Once again, Disco Mills, and that time he's stopped by Reggie McKenzie. Sailor cheerleaders are taking up most of the room between the 30-yard lines tonight. They are spread out. 2nd down and 8 for Riverview. Timmons goes to the near side. Disco Mills out of the game for the moment. Jimmy Fisher now sets on the near side as the tight end. Quarterback Greg Hill turns it upfield, and he's got 3 Sarasota Sailors on him. Looked like Gerald Perry was the first one, then Maurice Donnelly came in. It was a gain of about 5 on the play. It will be 3rd down and a short 3. Here's the replay, and watch as Greg Hill just turns it upfield, not even a fake. There's a hit, and it looked like Reggie McKenzie was doing anything he could to get a piece of Greg Hill. 3rd and about a yard and a half for the Rams now. Again, Fisher sets up on the near side. Handoff is to Boyce, and Boyce dives across the 40 to the 41-yard line and a first down. On the stop for Sarasota, it was Gerald Perry again. That 6'2", 200-pound senior linebacker has seen a lot of action this year for Sarasota. He has been one of the standout linebackers. In fact, one of the standout defensive players all year for Sarasota. 1st and 10, Riverview. Now Fisher sits up on the left side. And the run is to the left. Look for the pitch, and the ball is loose. And Sarasota is recovered. With the football on the far side, it looks like Maurice Donley came up with it. Yes, sir, Maurice Donley. Now watch the replay, and I'm not so sure that Greg Hill doesn't throw this ball forward to the man he's trying to pitch to, who would have been Danny Myrick. Watch where he is. See, he throws the ball forward. That should be an illegal forward pass. Sarasota gets a break. There's no call. They get the ball at midfield. Josh Allison to the right side. Lone setback for Sarasota is Herb Haygood. He gets the call. Tries the right side and gets maybe 2.5, possibly 3, before he's stacked up by the Riverview defenders. Leading the charge for the Rams was James Jenkins, the junior defensive end. It'll be 2nd down and 7, and in with the play runs Chris Babinski. Josh Allison comes out. Haygood, number 13, in your picture is the lone setback. And there's quarterback Chad Wandell. And right to midfield, and actually to the 45-yard line, goes Haygood. And once again, the stop is made by Tutera. He's been all over the field for Riverview. Here's a look at it again. There's the handoff to Haygood. Haygood has just stopped. Took a hit. 3rd and 5 for Sarasota. They trail by a touchdown, 21-14, with 6:55 to go in the 3rd quarter. Spire goes to the far side. McKay in the slot on the far side. Single setback is Haygood. Wandall to throw. Pass is incomplete. McKay went one way. The ball went another. Will be 4th down as Chad Wandall needed some help getting up. He got hit right after he threw the football. 4th down. Jason Baruch to punt. And for a second, now it is Derek Timmons back deep. And in front of him is Bubba Hubbard. Sounds like a bad line from South Pacific, doesn't it? Bubba Hubbard. And a high punt will bounce and will be downed at the 17-yard line by Haygood. And I'll tell you what, I think Haygood made a good play, because I thought that could have bounced off Chris Parsons' ankle. Looked like it almost hit Parsons, number 21 in the Rams uniform, and Haygood picked the ball up. Here's a look at the end of the punt play. Haygood got knocked over, and watch where the ball comes. I guess it didn't hit him, but boy, it sure could have. Ball is at the 17, 1st and 10 for the Rams there. Hill sets him up. And Hill takes it himself. He's brought down by Matt Marsters. Got about 5 yards on the play. Marsters came in and made a good hit on the quarterback. Give him 6. It'll be 2nd down and 4 as they spot the ball at the 20, well, almost the 24-yard line. Riverview holds a 7-point lead, and they're not going to be in any hurry to move the ball downfield, as long as they can get 1st downs and keep chewing up some time on the clock. Hill's going to take it himself again, and he's nailed from behind. Tackle downfield again. Marsters is around the ball. Also there for Sarasota was Phil Sims. Phil Sims stops him for no gain. It's 3rd and 3. So Riverview is faced with third and, well, I'd almost say it's a passing situation. China Smith goes out. In the backfield, it's Disco Mills and Carlton Boyce, and I don't think Boyce made it. I don't think Disco Mills made it either, and he's the one who had the ball. 4th and about 2. Again, the tackle by Phil Sims. Ball is spotted at the 25-yard line. Spire and Haygood will go back and stand at about the 35. Todd Fulton, the punt. There's a good snap. Good hard snap. End over end kick. Spires calls for a fair catch. Now he's going to let it roll, and it'll bounce and be down to the 25-yard line. Jamie Jones does the action with 4:09 to go in the 3rd quarter. Riverview 21, Sarasota 14. .3:55 to go in the 3rd quarter. Sarasota's got the ball in their own territory deep. Handoff goes to Herb Haygood. He stopped for no gain at the 25-yard line. Maybe the 26. They may have given him 2. On the tackle for Riverview was Nick Gallucci. 2nd down and 8 for Sarasota. Time is flying by. Sailors trail by 7. Riverview looking to savor a district championship here. And Wandall sets with a wide receiver to the far side and a man in the slot as well. Looking to Haygood. Haygood makes a reception and is hit immediately at the 41-yard line, and Bubba Hubbard made a great hit. But Haygood held on for the 1st down. Watch it here. Take a look here. Haygood is open. He hits him in mid-stride, and Bubba Hubbard brings him down, but it's going back. Holding against Sarasota. There went. They are moving the football back. And the ball will be spotted all the way back to the 13-yard line. It will be 2nd down and 23. 2nd and 22, actually. They have to get to the 35-yard line. We will see what Sarasota does on 2nd and real long. Long count. Wandall went back, and I think he drew him offside. Yep.
Damn, man.
And the officials mark off 5 more, so it's 2nd and 27. Look for the Sailors to throw long. Actually, the thing to do here is not try to get it all back in one play. There's a draw, and lots of running room for Herb Haygood. Spins at the 20, to the 30. He's almost got the 1st down. Just shy of the 1st down. A 26-yard run by Herb Haygood. Take a look at this effort by the sophomore running back. That's right, folks. He is just a sophomore. And the official signal 1st down. Whoa! To quote one of the characters on Step by Step, whoa, dude. Whoa! First and 10, Sarasota. The ball is at the 35-yard line, and Herb Haygood took him right out of a hole. Big time. Let's see what the Sailors do on first and 10. End around. It's Frank McKay. McKay's got running room. Can he turn the corner? He does at the 45-yard line, out of bounds at the 48. Brought down by Chris Parsons. And the Sailors get another first down. Frank McKay showing some speed. Watch the replay here. Haygood comes from the slot, gets some good sealed-off containment by the line, and look at all the space he's got here. Now he's got to outrun Bubba Hubbard, and Parsons knocks him out of bounds at the 47. Wandall hands off Haygood across midfield to the 47 in Riverview territory. Sarasota's offense has changed remarkably this year. From the beginning of the season, most of the plays were run between the tackles. Now, in this ball game against Riverview, it's a very different look. They're running outside, throwing the ball more to different people downfield. It's as if the Sarasota Sailors have found new offensive weapons. Chris Babinski is wide to the near side. McKay's in the slot. Spire on the far side. Handoff on a draw, and Haygood is smacked. I mean, he's hit as soon as he got the football. And doing the hitting was Darrell Brookins, a 6'1", 152-pound junior. Gain of a yard maybe, just across midfield, actually a loss. So it'll be 3rd and 7. Here's a replay. Watch, somebody doesn't do a block. I mean, the Rams were in the Sailors' backfield. Inside 20 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. And the officials stopped the clock to take care of a piece of equipment. 18 seconds and the clock winds again. And the Sailors break the huddle. The coaches next door are saying don't snap the ball. We will see. With 8 seconds, the clock is continuing to roll. We have reached the end of the 3rd quarter with the score: Riverview 21, Sarasota 14. We'll be back with the final 12 minutes of the regular season right after this. Third down and 7 for Sarasota at the 49 in Riverview territory. Back is Wandall. He's throwing, and the pass is incomplete. Coming up on the far side looking for the football was Josh Allison. Good coverage by Riverview on the play. Good tight coverage. Take a look at the replay and watch how closely the Rams defenders have Josh Allison covered. There's the throw. And it looked like Ernest Arnold had plenty of ways to go, but he stopped the football from getting there. Farouk hits a high one. It will bounce out of bounds inside the 20-yard line, maybe about the 18. The Riverview Rams have the ball 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Here's Torrey Spears. And Torrey is running the field camera tonight. You'll see his shot in just a moment. He's got the end zone shot. There it is. And Greg Hill sets the Rams down. And the inside reverse, there goes Hill. He's got a blocker. He cuts back. What a great tackle by Tom Beatty. He goes all the way to midfield, a 32-yard run. Watch Hill fake. Check that. That was Danny Myrick. Danny Myrick. Danny Myrick's there, gets a block from Timmons, cuts back, and Beatty makes the stop. Hill gives inside, and a 5-yard gain that time as Disco Mills is stopped by Chris Tennant. Second and 5 for Riverview. I'll tell you, Greg Hill is so good with the football, you often can't tell whether he's actually given it to somebody or kept it himself. He is really good. He is adept at handling the ball. Myrick with the call. Got a 2-yard gain. And I think the man who made the tackle was Matt Marsters. We want to thank our sponsors for tonight's game: Classic Paints and Wallpaper, Stinnett Pontiac, Albertsons and the Landing Shopping Center, Play It Again Sports at Sarasota Crossings at Fruitville and I-75, and Subway sandwiches throughout Sarasota County. 3rd and 4 for Riverview. Hill sets, rolls left. Now he pitches back to Myrick, and Myrick is snowed under. Myrick may have lost a couple. Who made the tackle? Yes, sir. Take a look at Jeff Hill's tackle on this. Watch here as the pitchback goes on the replay. You can see it. Good tackle. It'll be 4th and 7. 4th down 7. I believe Riverview will punt. Fulton is to punt. Spire and Haygood back deep. They're standing at about the 15-yard line. And the kick goes into the stands on the near side. By the time they line that one up, it'll be a punt of about 12 yards. Well, maybe a little more, but not much. About 15. Ball will be spotted at the 34. Take a look at the wind. Watch the palm fronds and the tissue paper. You can see how the wind is coming across field, because what you're looking at is the south and the north end zone stands. Had to get oriented there. 1st and 10, ball at the 34. Sarasota's got it. They trail by a touchdown. In the 4th quarter, there's 9:18 to go. Wandall under pressure, throws, looking for Allison. He can't get it. Threw it behind him. Allison saw it and tried to dive back and couldn't be there. Coverage on the play from Darrell Brookins. Will be 2nd down and 10. A reminder, too, about next weekend here on Comcast Channel 4. Friday and Saturday, 5 to 11 p.m. each night, the Easter Seals Society auction. You can bid on any of the items. You call the number that's on the screen and help out Easter Seals. The Easter Seals Society auction next Friday and Saturday, 5 to 11 p.m. Passes to Rissler, and Rissler's met at the 38-yard line. And it looked like it was Chris Parsons who did the greeting. Here's the replay, and watch. Play is designed, I think, to stop a blitz. But watch here. It was both Ernest Arnold and Chris Parsons who get credit for the tackle. It's 3rd and 7 now. 8:35 to go in the 4th quarter. Sarasota faces 3rd and long. Wandall is not afraid to throw the football, and he's got enough wide receivers, and I think Riverview may have jumped. The reaction from the players is encroachment against Riverview, and the officials are going to mark it off that way. So instead of 3rd and 7, it'll be 3rd and 2. Changes the situation for Sarasota. Instead of the obvious passing down, they've got a few options.
Tell him to take it if it's there. I don't know.
Con Nicholas charging up the defense. He's one of the defensive coaches for Riverview. 3rd and 2. We'll see what Sailors do here. Taking it himself, Wandal dives across to the 49-yard line. Boy, I'll tell you, he put on a burst of speed and got 6 yards. Now they spot it back to the 48. It's still a 5-yard gain. Watch here. Watch this run. Just followed his blocking. Would have gone further, but his momentum on a play like that, you try to stay low to get as much yardage as you can get. If he had a chance to stand up, he might have gone for another 5. Ball is at the 48, 1st and 10. Allison, Spears, McKay, all wide receivers. Spires, rather. Handoff to Haygood, and boy, is he trapped in the backfield. Darryl Brookins made a great open field tackle on her. Loss of 4, it'll be 2nd down, well, loss of 3. 2nd and 13, and watch here. Watch how Brookins knifes in and makes a good tackle on Haygood right there. Wraps him up and takes him down. One of those textbook tackles. 2nd and 13, the ball at the Sailor 45. .6:55 to go in the game. Sarasota trailing by a touchdown, but they do have the ball. Lots of pressure. Wandell steps up, throws the ball, nearly intercepted by Brookins, but he knocks it away instead. It will be 3rd down for Sarasota. Big play right now for both teams. Riverview, if they stop Sarasota here, forces Sarasota to punt. They would get the ball deep in their own territory, but the Sailors are not in field goal range at all. And a field goal, frankly, isn't good enough anyway. Allison brings the play in from the sidelines. Coach Eddie Howell sends it in. Now we have a flag. I think Sarasota took too much time. They did. Delay of game. So instead of 3rd and 14, it's 3rd and 19. Let us see what Sarasota does. Actually, Sarasota, 3rd and 14, 3rd and 19, you're still sending guys downfield a little bit long. Wandal pressure throwing. Incomplete. Is there a flag? No call. Now there's a flag. The coach is next door for Sarasota calling for the interference. It will not be enough. Now the officials are going to get together and discuss it. Now they say yes. Oh, they're going to call it off. They're going to call it defensive holding, I think. The indication from the official, now they're going to say it's a 1st down as well. Here's a look. They move the sticks and the Sailors get a 1st down out of it. It's not the kind of call and not the kind of play John Sprague wants to see on the Riverview sidelines. 1st and 10, ball at the 45-yard line in Riverview territory. And Wandal takes it himself, gets down to the 40. Then they stack him back up, and there may be a little bit of extra hitting going on. It will be 2nd and 6. The ball is spotted at the 41-yard line. And John Sprague is irate. John Sprague is irate on the sideline as a flag goes down. But this time it's going against Sarasota. The ball is spotted back at the Sarasota 44-yard line. Personal foul, Sarasota. Second down and about 21. Second and 21. Look for the Sailors to throw here. They trail by 7, trying to put the drive together that would tie this game up. Give us to Haygood. He's got some room, but he's tripped up. Good tackle for the Sailor by the Rams, Miguel Romano. Romano stops him at the 48. It'll be 3rd and 17 after a 5-yard gain. 5.5 minutes to go in the game. Sarasota's taking a lot of time off the clock on this drive. Don't forget, after this game, we have Cardinamoni and Booker for you. So stay tuned here on Comcast Channel 4. On 3rd and 17, the pass is complete to McKay at the 45, at the 40, 35. He may have the first down. Frank McKay shows some speed and does indeed get the first down. Here's a replay. Watch the pass as Wandal throws to the right side, and a lot of effort by young Frank McKay. The sophomore moves the ball downfield and is inside the 35-yard line. Sarasota remains on the move.
That's okay.
Wandal checking things off at the line. Now he sets. Handoff is to Haygood. He goes for about 2.
All right, here we go. All right, let's go. Trips.
Will be 2nd down and 8 with the ball. Actually, they gave him 2. 2nd down and 8 at the 32-yard line. Riverview has had a defense that's been on the field for an awfully long time. Jamie Jones wide to the right side.
Middle backer's coming.
Wandal to throw. Pass is complete. Grissler has the ball, turns it upfield. He's busted out of bounds, but not before they get a first down. Grissler's inside the 20. Take a look at the replay here. Watch this. Grissler's wide open on this play. It's like he comes up underneath the linebackers and then turns it upfield. Goes out of bounds at the 28-yard line. Make that the 18-yard line. Handoff is to Haygood. Haygood lost his footing and got about 3 yards despite that. Inside the 15 to the 14. Well, we'll be 2nd down and 10. The ball, they say, is at the 19-yard line. I'm counting the yard lines wrong now. Yep, 2nd down at the 19. 2nd and 10. Watch here. Swandal looks to throw, pass. Spires open, he does not get the football. Paul Spire was open, the ball went through his hands. Here's a replay of it. And Wandal threw a pretty good pass here. Spire had his man beat. Couldn't hold on. 3rd down and 10 for Sarasota. And the Sailors come to the line, and the coaches are trying to get him to call a timeout, but he won't do it. Now he does. So the Sailors take a timeout with 3:16 to go in the game. They face 3rd and 10, and we'll be back. 21-14, Riverview in front, but the Sailors are marching. Stay with us. We're down to the final 3 minutes and 16 seconds of the fourth quarter of this game between Sarasota and Riverview. Sailors have the ball, 3rd and 10 at the 19-yard line. They trail by a touchdown. There's the pass to McKay. He doesn't hold on to the football. McKay could have had the football on the first down, but instead he gets neither. 4th down, and well, is this the game for Sarasota right here? 4th and 10. 4th and 10. And tell you what, Frank McKay has got to be feeling really tough right now. Here we go. This is it. Spire to the far side. Allison to the near side. The Sarasota fans on their feet. Wandal to throw to Spire. He's got the reception. Does he have the first down? Let's see where the officials spot the football. They say Riverview is held. They say Riverview holds.
I would like a measurement.
Let's take a look.
I would like a measurement.
Let's see where the reception is made. Spire goes up, and it looked like he was at the 10-yard line, which was about a yard shy of the stick. And in the meantime, there's a Riverview Ram who's down. For Riverview, that's Chuck Dockery.
They got 2.
So the Rams now have to run out 3 minutes and 4 seconds, and that's all that stands between them and an undefeated season and a district championship. Whoa. For Sarasota, they want to get the ball back. 2 plays in that last series kind of was a signature on the Sarasota season. Paul Spire in the end zone, the ball goes through his hands. Frank McKay can't hold on 3rd down. And made it a very, very difficult situation for the Sailors on 4th down. The Rams just want to run out the clock here. 3 minutes and 4 seconds. They'll need at least 1 first down. Back at the 10-yard line in their own territory. Riverview's not going to get real fancy here. You wouldn't expect them to anyway. Handoff is to Myrick, and Myrick dives through the line. And maybe got 2.
How long are we going to wait?
2nd down for the Rams. 2.5 minutes. Rams break the huddle.
Correct. All right. We may want to burn one right here, Coach.
And the Rams now. Handoff inside. Disco Mills is wrapped up.
Now, Coach.
Derek Lincoln came in to make the hit for Sarasota. At about the 14-yard line, and now the Sailors coaching staff signaling a timeout, and the Sailors take a timeout. They still have 1 left, I believe. It will be 3rd down and about 6, and we'll be back for the final minute 58 of the regular season. Right after this, the score: Riverview 21, Sarasota 14. And the quarterback, Hill, keeps it, runs to the right side, burns up some time, but the Sailors stop him, and now the Sailors are again calling for a timeout. And it looks like Riverview will be forced to punt. The ball is at the 15-yard line. It will be 4th and 5 for Riverview. 1:50 left on the clock. Sarasota takes another timeout. John Sprague is going out to visit with his team. And the punt team will have to come in. Haygood and Spire will go back for Sarasota.
If we fair catch the football, we got time to run the play from the bench. Okay?
Everybody's huddling up. Whoa. Well, while we have the time, we want to thank our production crew for tonight's game. Our director, Scott Wilson. Our producer, Dan Knispel. On cameras, Tori Spear and Dave Perkins. What a great job they have done. A reminder after this ball game, we have Cardinal Mooney and Booker. Don't forget, next weekend, Friday and Saturday night from 5 to 11, it's the Easter Seal Society auction right here on Channel 4. You can bid on items and make some purchases that will benefit the Easter Seal Society in Sarasota and Manatee counties. And here's the punt. Fulton gets off a boomer. Fair catch called for and taken at the 48-yard line by Herb Haygood. Now the play comes in from the bench. Sarasota has a minute 42 to go 48 yards. How well can they use the clock? What a finish, folks. What a finish. A reminder, you can't have a tie in high school football. There is a Kansas tiebreaker possibility yet. But I think if Sarasota goes here, Coach Eddie Howell, well, right now he's got to get in the end zone. We won't talk that strategy yet. Wandall fades. Lux passes complete to McKay. McKay can't get out of bounds. He's at the 40-yard line. 2 yards shy of the first down. It will be 2nd down and 2. Clock rolls, minute and a half, and counting. Sailors need 2 for a first down, and they're taking a long time to set up this play. It took them 10 seconds and more. It has taken them 15 seconds to get that play off. Wasted time. McKay went one way, the ball went the other. I think it's by design. The clock stops with the incomplete pass. 1:10. Now it's 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2. Coaches next to us are telling the quarterbacks that they need to call 2 plays in the huddle. Right now, they want to get the first down. That's the biggie. If they get the first down inside a minute, they're going to get the clock stopped while they move the chains.
Then we got to go with the sneak again, Coach.
3rd and a short 2 for Sarasota. Boy, it comes down to the final minute 10. The ball is on the 39-yard line. Wandall with 3 wide receivers to the near side. Takes it himself, gets the first down to the 35-yard line. Now the clock stops with 1:07. Sailors line up on the ball, and they're ready to go. But the chains aren't ready. Now they're ready.
I know it, Coach. Let's go.
Wandall, obviously the Sailors called 2 plays in the huddle. Inside a minute to go now. Pass to Spires, complete. He's got to go down the middle. Now he's headed for the sideline, can't get there. And the Sailors again get to the ball. It is close to a first down. I think they may have gotten it, and the clock stops with 50 seconds. Here it is. There's the replay. Spire turns it upfield, and he got the first down. Now the clock starts again. Sailors moving the football. Moving the chains helps because it stops the clock. Wandall looks, throws, incomplete for Rissler. Clock stops with 40.4 seconds. Whoa. Folks, it is moving. Comes down to 40.4 seconds. Sailors have the ball. 2nd down and 10. The ball is spotted at the 25-yard line. Spire, McKay, and Rissler to the left side. Josh Allison to the near side. The lone setback is Haygood. At least 4 will go into the formation. Haygood goes into the flat 2. Pass for Allison, incomplete, over his head. And the fans on the near side were all on their feet. In fact, I don't think there's anybody sitting down in this place. Everybody's on their feet for the final 35 seconds here. If you look down the sidelines, I don't know if we can get a shot of it, Dan, but the right end zone, the end zones to our right, they are packed at least 7 or 8 deep all the way around the end zone.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody is down there watching the play. Second down and 10. Wandall. Quick drop back to Haygood. Haygood's got to turn it upfield. He does. He goes out of bounds. Got a couple of yards.
All right, fourth down. We gotta,
It will be third down.
that's because we're setting in the damn tailback spot. All right, here we go.
Fourth down for the Sailors.
All right, here we go. Let's
Fourth down. Take a look at that crowd, folks. They're all watching what happens there on fourth down and 9. Sailors need the first down as much as they need the touchdown right now. There they are over there on the other side as well.
Gee, Herbert, you got to cheat.
Fourth and 9. Here we go. The pass incomplete, and there it is. And the Sailor side goes silent, and the Rams side, you can see it. They've erupted. It's an undefeated season. Just about 26 seconds left. Undefeated season and a district championship. And the Kilty Band is kicking it up in the south end zone. Now all the Rams have to do is hold on to the football for 26 seconds. Timeout Riverview. John Sprague wants to make sure that his offense knows exactly what to do here. You give the ball to Greg Hill. Greg Hill takes a knee. There's the discussion. You say, I don't want anybody to get the ball but the quarterback. Here's how the scoring went tonight. What a game. 6:24 to go in the first quarter. Greg Hill on a 35-yard run put the Rams in front 7-0. Then Herb Haygood went in from 2 yards out with 1:42 to go in the first quarter, made it 7-7 Sarasota and Riverview. In the second quarter, Jason Baruch hit a field goal for 27 yards. No, he didn't. It was no good. Then Haygood went in from 41 yards out. Baruch's kick was good, and it made it 14-7. Here we go. Yep. Greg Hill takes a knee. Disco Mills went in from a yard out with 3:07 to go in the third quarter, made it 14-13 when Todd Fulton's kick was no good. And then Hill went in from a yard out, made it 21-14 after 2-point conversion, and that's the game right there. Watch the scoreboard count it down, and in Riverview country, it is a great night. Don't forget, immediately following this telecast, we have Booker and Cardinal Mooney. In a couple of minutes, when they get the field cleared, if they get the field cleared, may be a while, the drum lines from both the Kilty Band and the Sailor Band will have what's been known throughout the years as a drum-off at midfield. And we're going to try to bring it to you. It just depends on how long it takes for that to get set up. But no matter what, just a couple of minutes, you will get to see the Booker Cardinal Mooney game. So stay tuned for that. For my dad, Ralph Giannotti, who's been my spotter tonight and throughout the season, my name is Ralph Giannotti Jr. See you in a couple of minutes. Bye.
Good game.
and says, there is no place like Dolly does. Best selection of footwear, the greatest people in the world working with us. Look at the excitement on the customers' faces when they come in the door. But then again, Ma, you knew that.
You know, there's real magic in Diet Pepsi. It's got that special aha ingredient.
You got the right one, baby. Diet Pepsi,
Okay, girls, now what's that magic ingredient?
Pepsi welcomes Oktoberfest October 9th through the 11th, hosted by the American German Club in Lantana.
Achieva.
I had total control with the Achieva. I instinctively trusted it after the first maneuver.
Proven in the real world.
It definitely handled the best.
I just drove it next to a Camry and I drove it next to an Accord, and I know that there is a big difference between the cars.
Achieva beats Accord and Camry.
I was completely amazed.
Olds Achieva. Now get $1,000 cash back from your Oldsmobile Edge dealers.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, it's heads above the imports that I tested today.
Now you can buy exquisite original crafts for your home year-round at American